The question gives you the income and asks you to find the market value, or gives you the market value and asks you for the rate. These are reverse problems and they appear in every board paper for 3 to 5 marks. Today I'll give you one method that solves all of them. So let's start. Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel Quantum Math. Today we are going to start our third video on finding the market value, rate of dividend and investment from the chapter 3, and the learning objectives are given below. So let's start with our first problem. A company with 4,000 shares of nominal value rupees 100 each. So you might get confused with this. What is nominal value? Nominal value is nothing but face value. In some of the problems it will be given as nominal value and some of them as face value. So you don't get confused with this. Nominal value is face value. So here the face value is given as how much? 110 rupees, right? 110 rupees is given. And how much is the dividend here? Dividend is 15% of this face value. Okay, dividend is 15%. What we need to calculate here? We need to calculate the total amount of annual dividend paid by the company. The company has a total of 4,000 shares, right? And 110 is the face value. Got it? So now total amount of annual dividend, how much the company is paying. Very simple. 15% of 110 rupees is how much? Multiply it with by 4,000 rupees, right? So this is simple problem. And what we need to do here, 4,000, we can do it by one share or multiply it by 4,000, whatever you like, you can share. So now we'll find out the nominal value of one share is 110. Nominal value of how many? 4,000 shares will be how much? 4,000 shares will be equal to 4,000 multiplied by 110. That is equal to 4,40,000. So the total share value of the company is 4,40,000. And what will be the 15% of this value? Dividend percentage is given as how much? 15% of the face value. So you need to find 15% of the, so total dividend paid is how much? 15% of the 4,40,000. Total dividend paid equals 4,40,000 multiplied by 15 into divided by 100. So how much will you get? 440 into 15 is how much? 66. Okay, so that will be rupees 66,000 is the amount of dividend the company is paying to the shareholders. Got it? 66,000 is the total dividend paid by the company. Done. Second, what is the annual income of Shahrukh, who holds 88 shares? Okay, so total number of shares company is having 4,000. But what about a person who has only 88 shares? How much annual income he will get? For one share, how much he is getting? The company is giving for one share 15% of, that is 1650. Okay, 15% of 110 is 1650. 16 rupees 50. So what about 88 shares? Multiplied by 88. So for 88 shares, somebody who is having 88 shares will get 88 multiplied by 1650. So if you multiply, you will get 1,482. Sorry, 452. 452 rupees he will get annual income of Shahrukh. Third, if he received 10% on his investment. So 10% on his investment means the company is giving 15% on the face value, but he is getting only 10%. That means he has got the shares at a premium, right? He has not received at 110. Maybe he has bought it over the some premium amount. That's why he is getting lesser percentage on his investment. Got it? If somebody who has purchased it at 110, definitely their investment or their investment. Sorry, what do you call that? Yeah, the percentage of yield that they will get will be 15%, right? However, he has got the shares at a premium. That's why his percentage is less. That is only 10%. Now, what we need to find the price Shahrukh paid for each share. That how much premium he paid. That is the question here. Got it? Understood? Perfect. So here, third point, how much premium he paid means how at what price he got the shares. So the one point they have given, let Shahrukh invested how much amount we don't know. So let he purchased at what, one share at X rupees. Let he purchased one share at how much, X rupees. So for 88 shares, how much he will be paying? 88x, correct? 88x. And what is 10% of x? He has got how much? 1452, right? So what, this is the 10% of his investment. That means 10% of his investment, 10% of total investment, that is 88x, is how much? We can directly write 14520 is the total investment, but here percentage is 10%. That's why you can write it. Otherwise, you need to follow a process. So if you follow a process, whatever numbers are there, you can easily find the answer. That's why I'm following this. 10% of 88x is how much he has got? 1452 rupees, right? So which means you divide 10 into 10 divided by 100 multiplied by 88x is equal to 1452. So what you will get, x value will be, sorry, this one, let he invested. You don't need to do all this, just don't complicate these things. What you can do, let the amount he used to purchase all the 88 shares, that will be x, right? So 10% of x amount is 1452, correct? So what will be the x? X will be 10 divided by 100 multiplied by x equal to 1452. So this will become 1 by 10, 10 goes there, and x value is how much? 14520. So 14,520 he invested, and he got how much? 1452, which is the 10% of his on his investment. Understood? So this step was not required. You can directly do this. Understood? So that's, and so for international IGCSE students, this is an algebraic reverse. Whenever return percentage is given, so we need to find the investment and the market value. This same approach appears in Cambridge Additional Math and IGCSE questions on financial arithmetic as well. So you can utilize this approach. Moving on to the next problem. Second, a man invested a sum of money in, this is the 100 share, means face value. Whatever is given, first of all write the face value of the share is rupees 100. 15% dividend percentage. Dividend percentage is how much? 15%. And premium is how much? 20%, which means 120 is the market value. Market value now is 120 of the share. Annual dividend is how much? Dividend percentage is given, but dividend is how much? 540. Understood? So calculate the total investment. What is total investment? Total investment means you multiply number of shares and the price at which you have bought it. That is your investment, right? So what is here, how many shares are there? Is it given? No, number of shares are not given. At what price he bought that? This is given, correct? So one thing is missing here. So first of all, find out how many shares he bought, then multiply it with the market value. You will get the total investment. Understood? So now what we'll do here, first, annual dividend on one share is 15%, which means 15 rupees, right? 15 rupees is the dividend. And total dividend, how much? 540. So for one share, dividend is how much? Dividend equal to 15 rupees. Rupees 15. For X shares, dividend is how much? 540. So for what is X then? For X shares, dividend equal to how much? 540. So what will be the X? X value will be 15 into 540 divided by 15 number total dividend received divided by dividend percentage. So if you divide it, how much you will get? You will get as 36. So how many shares he has? He has 36 shares. Understood? And now you can get the total investment by multiplying 30 shares and 100. Total investment equal to number of shares multiplied by the market value, MV, not the face value. So 120 multiplied by 3 is 36, 0, 0. 3,600, sorry, 36 shares, not 30 shares. 36 multiplied by 120 will be how much? 4,320. 4,320. Okay. So this is the investment. What about the rate of return? Rate of return, you know very well what you need to do for rate of return. For rate of return, you need to find out how much investment divided by how much return you are getting, how much amount you are getting in the form of dividend, then divided by the total investment. So you will get the rate of return. So which will be equal to 540 is the dividend divided by 4320 is the investment multiplied by 100. Got it? So now if you divide it, you will get how much? 12.5%. So this is the return on investment that he is getting. Understood? Great. Moving on, third problem. A man invested 45,000 rupees in 15%, 100 shares, 100 rupee share, and quoted as 125. You know that this is the face value, this is the market value. When market value rose to 140, what happened from when? Now after he purchased, the market value again rose to 140. He sold some shares just enough to raise 8,400. Understood? So calculate the share he still holds. Very simple problem. Don't get confused with the wordings here. You know very well what is the face value. What is his purchased value? At what price he purchased? Okay, his cost price you can say, or the purchased price is the 125. And now what is the market value? Market value is 140. He needed 8,400 rupees. So he will be sharing, he will be selling at what price? Whatever market price is there, he will be selling his shares at 140. So to raise 8,400, how many shares he has to sell? 8400 divided by 140. Number of shares sold to raise how much? 8,400 will be 8,400 divided by 140. That is 14 6 times. So that will be how many shares he sold? 60 shares. Yeah. So 140. What is the problem? Just a second. Number of shares sold are how many? 60. Then what was the question here? He still holds. So how many shares he was having total? Total shares. Okay. Before that, we need to do total shares. Now, total shares he has. Total shares he purchased. How many he purchased? He purchased a price of 45,000 he invested at a price of 125. 125. So the number of shares will be 360. So he purchased 360 shares at the beginning. He sold how many? 60 he sold. So remaining shares will be how much? 360. Remaining shares equal to 360 minus 60, which will be equal to 300. Now he has how many shares? 300 shares left with him. This is the first part of the problem. Second part is dividend due on the remaining shares. How much dividend he will get? If he is having 300 shares, dividend on 300 shares will be how much? Dividend on one share is how much? Dividend on one share is rupees 15, because you know 100 is the face value, 15 is the dividend percentage. So for one dividend on one share is how much? Rupees 15. And dividend on 300 shares will be how much? 15 into 300, that is 4,500 is the dividend that he will be getting after selling 60 shares. 4,500 is the dividend. Okay, so I hope this was very simple and you understood it. Moving on, fourth problem. A dividend of 9% was declared on rupees 100 shares, selling at a certain price. MV we don't know. If the rate of return is 7.5%, market value of, we need to find first of all market value, then amount to be invested to get rupees 630 annual dividend. Okay, let's break this out into dividend of 9 rupees, 9%, simple, face value 100, dividend per share is rupees 9, dividend per share is rupees 9, and we don't know market price. Rate of return is how much? Rate of return is 7.5%. First of all, find the market value. How will you find a market value? Now what is going on? Yes, so for this problem, first of all, let MV be X. What? Let market value, what is going on, will be X. And what is the rate? What is 7.5% of this X? 7.5% of X . 7.5% of X equal to X multiplied by, you can write 7.5 as 15 by 2. X multiplied by 15 by 2 multiplied by, you can write by 200 or 1 by 100, you can separate it out, 1 by 100. If you solve it, you will get 3x by 40. Okay, 3x by 40. Okay, this is one equation. So now if 3x by 40 is how much? 9, right? What is the 7.5% of X means? The same amount you will get, 9 rupees as the dividend for one share. Got it? So 7.5% of X is also 9 and 9% of 100 is also 9. This is a common fact. So that's why you can compare it. 3x by 40 is equal to 9. If you solve it for X, you will get X value as 120 rupees. So which means now the market value is how much? 120 rupees. And 120 rupees, 7.5% is how much? 9 rupees. Okay, got it? Understood. So here market value is 120. Second point, amount to be invested to get 630 annual dividend. How much amount we need to invest. How you will get to know? For rupees 9 income, invest how much? 150. This you know. For rupees 9, to get 9, you are investing how much? 120. For 630, to get rupees 630, how much will you invest? This is the question. Simple, just unitary method apply. 120 divided by 9 multiplied by 630. So you will get 4,000, so 8,400. So 8,400 rupees you need to invest to get 630 rupees as a annual dividend. Got it? So, unitary method you need to here apply. Simple. So moving on, I hope you understood. If you have not, comment that certain portion is not clear, so I'll try to make a video on doubts. Moving ahead, fifth problem. A man buys 40 rupees shares in a company which pays 15% dividend. Okay, face value is 40 and 15% of 40 is how much? 15% of 40 is rupees 6. So dividend you are getting rupees 6. Dividend percentage 15%. Dividend per share, I am writing here, per share is how much? Rupees 6. He buys at such a price that he gets 12% on his investment. Whenever he is getting lesser percentage, then it means he has bought in a premium amount. At what price did he buy each share? Got it? So now, simple, face value is 40, annual income per share is 15, that is rupees 6. Let the market, whenever market value is missing, take it as X. Let the market value be X. Got it? So 12% of X. Simple, this is the common thing. Whenever dividend is the common thing in the previous problem also, and here also dividend is common in between this. 15% of 40 is 6, 12% of the market value X is also 6. So keep this in mind. 12% of X is also equal to 6. So how will you write this? 12 by 100 into X equal to 6. 100 goes there, 12 goes there. So it means X equal to 6 multiplied by 100 divided by 12, or here also you can cancel 2 times 1 time. So this becomes 50. Directly X equal to 50, you can calculate it. So what is X? X is 50. It means 10 rupees premium he has paid for the share. So the market value is now 50 rupees for this particular share. Got it? Great. So problem number 4 and 5 use the same reverse logic. Set up return percentage of market value is equal to dividend per share. Then solve for the market value. This algebraic approach is essential for board questions asking at what price should a price be quoted. So this is very important. Whenever this such type of questions come, you need to find in such a way. Great. Moving on, sixth problem of the day. By purchasing 50 shares of a company, 75 each, Sonal gets 8% per annum on her investment. What rate percent per annum is the company is paying? What is her annual dividend if she buys 350 shares? So here, you know very well that face value is rupees how much? 50. Market value is how much? 75. 8% per annum on her investment. She is getting 8%. The investment is on this, not the face value. Okay, 8%. Return percentage is how much? 8. What rate percent per annum is the company paying? Means what you have to find out the dividend percentage. What percentage is the dividend? First of all, we need to find out that. So what will you do here? You know that face value is 50. Annual dividend on face value is how much? 8% of 75. So 8% of 75 is how much? This is the rupees 6. The company is paying how much? Rupees 6 as dividend. She is getting only 8% because she has bought at a premium, but the company is paying maybe more percentage on the face value. Let's find out. So 8% of 75 is how much? Rupees 6. Annual dividend on 100, rupees 12. So if company is paying rupees 6, then what does it mean for rupees 50? What happens? So what percentage of sorry, if six, sorry, this is a little reverse here. Face value is 50 and the rupees 6. So how will you get? You will get percentage, dividend percentage will be your, whenever you are finding the dividend percentage, what will you do? You will divide into 100 percentage. So 50 and 100 two times, so 12%. The company is paying how much dividend? 12%, and she is getting the return percentage as 8. Understood? So this is the first point. Second point is, what is her annual dividend? Annual dividend, you know very well. How many 50 shares are there? Sorry, not 50 shares. What is the investment? Okay, annual dividend, if she buys 350, so number of shares is 350. 350 shares, how much dividend they will get? For one share they are getting rupees 6. So 350 shares, how much dividend? 350 into 6. So that will be equal to 2100. This is the total dividend she is getting from the 350 shares. Understood? Got it. Okay. And a note for the international students, IGCSE or Cambridge, finding the dividend percentage given the return and market price is a common reverse question type. The method income per share equal to return percentage multiplied by the market value, then dividend percentage equal to income per share divided by the face value multiplied by 100. This is the whole reverse problem whenever you are doing such problems, whenever market value is missing. Understood? So I will give some problems in homework in the description. Do the homework and write your answers in the comment box. If you have any doubts, ask me, comment me, I'll try. So 6 examples we have completed today: finding total company dividend, income for a specific shareholder, market value from return percentage, and dividend rate from return percentage. The key insight is setting up the equation. Return percentage of market value will be equal to dividend per share, then solving. In the next video, the classic board exam comparison questions we will try to finish. So which investment is better? Such type of questions. So like, subscribe, share all exercise 3 answers in the comments, and I'll try to reply to everybody. Share since you care. Goodbye.